What is going on, everybody? And by everybody, I mean waiting for people to get in here. Once we actually share this and put, apparently our old one got deleted. So we putting it back out there now. FUBAR. So, what you been up to? Talking to you.
Oh, I have been doing nothing.
Nothing?
Just rehabbing, bruh. Just rehabbing the old backy back. Trying to get back from the back. That sounded bad if you look at that the wrong way.
A little bit.
Little Betty. Little Betty.
All
what have
right.
you been up to there, brother?
Not very much. Chilling.
Like a brother.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just us this week, man.
It is. It's kind of weird whenever we don't have a guest.
Mm.
We're not able to bring one in.
Oh, we are going to have a guest.
We are going to have a guest.
Yeah. Oh, maybe for just a little bit. That's how this guest normally rolls.
What's going on, Kiersey? And by all means, you're the only one in here right now. Because we had some technical difficulties.
No, what we did was we threw a curveball.
Yeah.
These cats swung and they missed. And now we're here.
We ended up doing
Where are you?
I did a curveball, and what I ended up doing was I went to a whole different, playing around with going to a different platform when it comes to the streaming side of it, when it comes to YouTube. So I was playing with a couple other softwares, and it didn't. I ended up adding.
StreamYard figured it out. And
I deleted.
Was very upset.
I deleted the wrong stream. So when I went to go live on this stream, it goes, "Hey, this stream was deleted." I'm like, "Oh!" So we had to kind of do a lot of click work really, really quickly,
just to make our deadline.
Yeah.
But I can't read that far.
We also are using a different camera this time too. So let us know how clearly we ended up being this time.
Shout out to Smoke.
Yeah. Oh, we could probably shut this one down because every time I get closer, it gets brighter. Oh, she finally got her mic and video fixed.
Hey!
We'll have to bring her in.
About dang time. We're going to have to book you in.
But I'm having TNT difficulties. I'm out for 3 weeks racking up mouth. Is that difficulties? Is it hard to do 3 weeks?
What do you mean? I feel like there's more to the TNT difficulties.
Oh, that's a good point.
What's the next one, son?
When I get back, I want to go live with you guys on my channel.
Oh.
Bet. Not a problem.
Boom.
That can work.
Are you sure?
That can work.
You have to remember, you asked for this nonsense.
Yes.
Because it is completely different when I'm not on my own shit.
True. Very, very true. Because then whenever we come to your platform, it goes to how, like...
I don't know. I don't feel like we're reserved on this channel.
Yeah.
I do not feel like we're reserved. But I am interested in the TNT challenge.
TNT challenge.
That's what she said. TNT difficulties.
Oh, that's
TNT
right.
Difficulties.
I trust you, maybe. You trust me until you don't. Oh, so I said technical difficulties, I said TNT difficulties. Okay. Now we get it. We understand now. Oh. There we go.
So that thing that I shared on the Facebook was useless, huh?
Hmm?
Like you tagged me on the FUBAR.
Oh, I'm doing it again.
And so me sharing that was kind of useless.
I'm only then doing it one more time. So there. But we'll start getting some more people coming in here. So, which brings me to this point. If you did not realize,
I don't.
Go onto your app and you can sign up for the truck driving championships in September.
Ooh.
I did.
I'm scared.
You have no choice.
I have choices, friend.
You have to requalify.
I have choices. I can not requalify. I can not do it. That's just gonna bother you, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You're tired of seeing Kane, aren't you?
No, it's not that. It's just that I'm tired of. There we go. That'll work a little bit better.
This thing goes up and down a lot.
Well, it's because it's picking up that light up there.
Right, but as you move forward, it goes, and then when you move back, it goes.
That's what I mean. It's picking up my face.
Very weird. Very weird.
But
anyway, so yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Out there.
It was picking up my dark hat.
Look, see now it goes dark again.
Yes, I know. It's picking up my white head tone.
I like the other one better. But that's for a later conversation.
That is for a later conversation.
So the truck driving championships, you can sign up for them now.
Yes, you should do it.
If this video gets 5 likes, I will.
You're gonna do it anyway.
I will sign up.
You're gonna do it anyway.
5 likes. If it doesn't get 5 likes, then I'm not going.
I'll sign you up.
I don't have to show up.
Now I'm pretty sure that Thomas is gonna feel some kind of way about that. He's gonna force you to do it.
Who?
Thomas.
Oh, the other Thomas.
Yeah.
I be
There's a lot of Thomases. I know there's a lot of Thomases. What the hell, man?
Tennessee flat better. Speaking of the devil. Speaking of the devil. Oh no, Turbo.
Timmy Turbo. My bad, Tim.
FUBAR you.
He go, what the hell? He was probably chilling over there on that other stream, like, there's no one here.
FUBAR you, man.
What? We gotta keep you on your toes, man.
Gotta keep you on your toes. We threw that curve out there. Like,
exactly. We gotta keep you on your toes.
It's been a while since we FUBAR'd something up.
Exactly.
Gotta get back on our game.
Ooh. But
so where do you think you're gonna rank?
I just want to get into the top.
You gotta get in the top 10, bro.
I want to get in the top just to freaking make it.
Top 10 makes it. So you gotta get
I was
in the top 10.
the other stream when you were gonna start. Whoops.
Bro, I told you, man, we FUBAR'd it.
He said I wasted good material. Well, put the material on here.
Nah, he's a one-timer. He's a one-timer. He ain't coming in here with that garbage. Well, that was for the last channel. But we're supposedly going to get another guest in.
Yes.
Is that still happening?
Yes, I told him about. Oh, he's there.
Oh,
you.
Not you.
Is it?
I taught you how to.
Yo.
Yeah.
No, there's too many O's.
Yeah. My brother does. Yeah. And puts a T at the end of that.
You. He goes, nope, not gonna do it.
Told you, he's a one-timer, bro.
No, we're not hearing your bull.
You're only getting his material one. If you missed it the first time, you don't get it a second.
That's bullshit, Tim. That's bullshit. So I think if I get closer, it may be a lot darker.
It keeps going up and down, bro. Like that's what I'm telling you.
I think because it needs to have a backlight, not a front light. And because I left.
It's not really a front as much as, well, I guess it's the front.
Yeah.
It's more overhead, though.
So I wonder.
Oh, that
didn't work at all. Nope. Hey, we're back. That didn't work at all.
No.
Y'all got the lights. Y'all got the lights. Justin got to register now. He challenged the FUBAR and he lost. So, Kiersey, you better get back. You better get back here so you can actually do it.
Wait, what?
Kiersey, we should get Kiersey back.
In the dark?
No.
What are you talking about?
She signed. Look, we're over here.
Okay.
You got the likes. Justin got to register.
I don't see them.
They're there.
Wait, there's like 3 people here.
There's 6.
How can we get 5 if there's only 3 people in here?
Can we talk TNT?
Why not?
I mean, I don't care.
And talk whatever you want to talk, man. That's what we
Technically,
do.
we're not talking. We're typing.
Oh,
or
yeah,
he's typing.
Yeah, he's typing.
Exactly. He's talking right now. We got to get him in here so he can talk, which may end up being a bad idea.
And here's all, like, so should we tell the people before before the person comes on, just in case he does get distracted.
Oh,
so should we tell the people about the other thing?
So what we're doing.
So if you haven't heard, we are working with another channel called Unapologetic Instructors. That guy right there.
Exactly.
And it's a bunch of instructors. So Timmy Turbo, you should check out Burger King Thursdays.
We did have, but there was a big lack of Burger King.
Big lack.
I'm
watched supposed it for to be there next week.
There was no Burger King.
I'm going to be kidnapped next week to go there, apparently.
Yep.
And there will be Burger King.
There was no Burger King. Like
will be.
There was lies.
There's going to be.
It was just lies.
Because you didn't put your foot down, bro.
I was expecting. This was not my channel.
You didn't put your foot down. You know what I mean? Like you have to let people know your expectations.
You put your foot down with him.
He's going to make sure there's Burger King there for him. This is what it takes. It doesn't take much for me to do stupid things. Technically, you are well aware of that.
Technically, Daryl went and got the Burger King for him after.
Hey, as long as it's involved, bro.
He got the Burger King. Nobody else.
Oh, that's nasty. That's messed up.
But, are there any vehicles on the course? No.
Are there any what?
Any vehicles? You don't want to hit any vehicles on the course.
Oh. I mean, when you're the rook, things happen, bro.
This ain't stuff happens. Was waiting for y'all to go in another live. I'm confused now. Sorry, Peg Leg man.
We FUBAR'd you too, bro.
We FUBAR'd everybody.
We haven't messed nothing up in a while.
I'm waiting to see.
So Sean messed this up.
I'm waiting to see how many people are probably sitting over there in that other live like, this is bullshit.
Can we go over there, though?
We can't. It's deleted.
But if they're sitting in there, commenting, he said, Turbo said he commented.
We were in there.
So can't we go in there and comment? Yo, we're not over here?
We're not over here anymore. Or there.
Is that a thing we could do? FUBAR. Well, you have been FUBAR'd.
Let's see.
But I think Turbo is going to enjoy Burger King Thursdays. I think he would be a very
Timmy goes, so are they, Peg Leg. We're not confused. We knew how we were fucking up. We knew that.
Oh yeah, we definitely
we definitely knew it.
Well, let me tell you, we definitely knew at 6:59 that we was screwing this up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not our fault you didn't know at 6:59 that we was fucking this up. You should have been. You got FUBAR. That's all I'm saying.
Whataburger is the best.
Whataburger is the best.
Damn it.
Damn, that's how mad he is at you, bro.
Oh, it's still up and live.
Can we duel?
Hold on. Let me see what I can do here.
Yo.
Okay. That's
White Castle when the bars close. You don't do the Taco Bell when the bars close? A lot of people talk about Taco Bell.
There's one person waiting in there still.
Go in that shit.
Hold on.
Damn, y'all was way over there.
Whoa.
Y'all was really mad.
Now I understand why, Tim. Now I really do. So we'll look in here. I can definitely tell why Tim was upset. I understand now why you don't want to put that content over here. Okay, I'm bored. I'm leaving. Just kidding. You guys are late. Whoops. Go to other live.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. FUBAR. Just write FUBAR.
Sorry. FUBAR.
You've been FUBAR'd.
Bye-bye.
You have been FUBAR'd.
Bye-bye.
But yeah, the Unapologetic Instructors live will definitely be, especially next Thursday, as yours truly is being kidnapped to be on it. So
you're not being kidnapped.
I was told by any means necessary, I'm going to be there next week. That's what I was told by our future guest.
And the future guest, he's there.
Yeah, I see him. That's what I'm saying about our future guest. I was told by any means necessary.
What we're going to do is we are about to bring in the dirty one, Jonesville Dirty. Look at he put his name Jonesville Dirty.
Dang, he put it. He like, yo, I'm not even giving you the chance to write something under my face, bro.
Let's go. Jonesville Dirty is in his house.
What up, big dog?
What up? What up?
What's going on? Oh, we're gonna look at it, baby. Whoop, nope. There we go. So, what are you doing?
Yeah, talk to us about this.
Yeah. What's up with this
apologetic instructor thing, bro? What's
yeah,
going on?
Give it your
What am I getting kidnapped into?
The platform is
you
open. Go.
You getting kidnapped, but
this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit.
Here's the deal.
This some Why you gotta do that to me, bro? Why you gotta you know I can't smoke right in my house, bro. Oh, this is that. Thank you. No, make him smaller. Fuck that.
Make him smaller.
I want to see this shit. This is that bullshit, bro.
Let me look out for my dog. I'm gonna look out for
you don't need to laugh.
There we go.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. We got to do it. Now you're looking like me after I took my test, dog. That is exactly what I looked like when I finished taking my test. I was so messed up, bro. Like that dude was so evil. That's a story for another time. I came back, man. I had a back-to-back. Wife would talk to me like, "How'd you do?" Like, I don't know. Like I was so nervous, dog. I was because I knew I had limited time to get in the building.
So this
anyway,
is
back to your thing, man.
He's concerned because of the lack of Burger King that was on Burger King Thursdays. He wants to make sure that there's going to be Burger King at Burger King Thursdays.
Burger King at Burger King Thursdays.
I've been trying to get my stomach conditioned for fast food, but we will have.
They do have chicken sandwiches.
I don't eat that shit.
All right, so let's be real here. You don't have to eat the shit, man. Like I need Burger King.
Burger joint. Who eats chicken at a burger joint? Going to Waffle House getting damn pancakes.
Here you go. Here we go with that nonsense.
Coming to the #1 reefer company for a flatbed. Huh, go figure.
Shit, the guy who trains with a flatbed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Huh?
Hey, I need $2.
If we didn't have the flatbeds, what would you be training on? Just an invisible trailer?
A box, baby.
Shit. You got a box because you know flatbed is the best. FPG, son.
So,
oh my God.
And I need you to start shouting that out in your lives when you talk about using the flatbeds. FBG.
We got some legit freaking questions over here, man. Hold on.
That's bullshit.
We have a flatbed question.
Hey, FBG, what up, Jeffrey?
Hugh
long is TNT for flatbed usually. Same as reefer, about 30,000 miles. It really comes down to 30,000 miles in a TNT is regardless for flatbed tanker, reefer. It doesn't make a difference what division you go to.
Right.
But sometimes it can take a little bit longer. It just depends on you how quick you pick up chaining. Like that's the harder part with us is chaining and securement is the bigger thing for us. Like, so got to make sure you see everything. So sometimes it goes a little bit longer just because we want to make sure maybe you've never seen coils or maybe you never saw, you know what I mean? Like suicide coils or homicide coils or, you know what I mean? Like,
well, on average, how long does it normally take? Because I know that you guys don't have as much freight as what reefer does.
That's a lie. Like, man, we move freight all the time. So when I was moving freight like that, you know what I mean? I was making 3,200 miles a week. You know what I mean? Like when I was moving freight, and we weren't pushing hard or this or that. Like the difference.
Hold the phone. 3,200 solo?
Yeah.
Or team?
Solo.
I'm asking about the TNT side.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like people think we don't have freight. Like the biggest difference is like our team freight is not the same as your team freight. So like our team freight is a load of lumber going from Oregon to North Carolina.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we classify that as team freight because of the distance.
Right.
Like the longer the distance, the more of team freight it is. Where you guys will pick up produce out of Cali and that's a team freight. Like you're not putting that on a solo truck because it's going to die in the back of it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's really the biggest difference. We don't have like legit team freight, but we do have freight that goes distance. You know what I mean? Like,
you're talking like probably about 4.5, maybe 4.5, 5 weeks.
Same as reefer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it comes down to your trainer. You know what I mean? Like how much, You know what I mean? Like how much time do you home time counts? You know what I mean? Like did you
Right.
go home? How long did you stay home? Is your trainer going home? How often? You know what I mean? Like so that really comes down to how long it's going to take. But
Right.
it's the same as in reefer, 30,000 miles. If you pick everything up, like I said, we have more to teach, so that it might take you a little bit longer. Just depends on how quick you pick it up.
Well, that answered that question on there. So we'll go back to the unapologetic deal. We're going to kind of give this a kind of a cross promotion deal. What is unapologetic instructors there, Dirty?
Well, it's the first of its kind. It's a huge group. I mean, you two have been doing well with FUBAR Fridays, but all of us talk. The two of you all talked with me. We all talked about it, about doing something where it's on a larger scale. We got 8 instructors that honestly hold their own and got their own damn balls. Or in 2 people cases, we pretty much say all ain't gonna say. I mean, I'm pretty sure we gonna get shit down at some point. But overall, it's basically the same information, just uncut, raw, not rehearsed. A lot like you guys are, but on a larger scale. Like I said, there's 8 person. We had 4 on last night, and be honest, at some point, one of them kind of went into la la land, and I kind of freaked out. And
you can't be keeping people up past their bedtime, though.
That's a good point. That dude should have been in bed.
That jackass over there right now. Hold on.
Tell his ass to bring his ass on.
That's over there right now. He ain't doing shit. Watch this.
He playing Pokemon.
Hey,
He playing Pokemon.
hey, come over real quick. Come over here real quick. Yeah, just let these people see you.
We're losing subscribers by the minute.
There go on Sean and
yeah, what up, D? My dog. My dog. Big Dirt trying to fucking talk shit on you, man. Like you fell asleep last night in the middle of the live, bro. What happened?
Hey, I was on the phone, dog.
I told him he can't be keeping you up past your bedtime.
Nah, I said about Atlanta. I was asking about the terminal. Forgot. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh. Hey.
Just on a recap, where are we building that new terminal, D?
Somewhere in Atlanta.
Hey!
Them dogs.
At what point you paid attention?
Hey, well, I tell y'all what, y'all tune in, people that's watching right now on possibly Tuesday. Stay tuned. Definitely on Thursday. You at least got 4 of the unapologetic instructors. He might forget that he's unapologetic at times, but we're gonna be on live.
I don't think he ever forgets he's
not
unapologetic.
He's not unapologetic. He's unconscious.
Hey,
All right, bro.
You would have to care first, dog. To even think that you would be unapologetic, you would have to care first. And
but with this platform of what he's talking about, this is something that really hasn't been done before. We're talking about not just one person. We're having a group of instructors all basically contributing to one channel. So this is by far uncharted territory.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it should be. I'm intrigued with it. I like it. You know, wherever Dirt go, I go. So
he didn't like it enough to be on the live yesterday.
I did.
You knew.
I said I was going to try to get there. I had no ride to get there.
You didn't
won't let me drive truck right now, bro. What do you want me to do?
You didn't call nobody.
I told him
when we started.
No, earlier that day.
Oh.
I was asleep, motherfucker. Hell.
You texted me back, bro. What are you talking about?
Back sleep. I need
that like an automatic text?
That was bad.
Respond.
Hold on. You might be catching what D got.
Oh, You
Yeah.
might need to stop hanging out with him.
Shit, yeah.
What are
it
you
all-
doing?
It gives everybody a chance that's asking questions to get different perspectives. I mean, and they're going to get some perspectives that's going to cause us to argue. They're going to get some, well, not argue, to discuss at a louder tone.
What?
That is a great description. That is
discuss at a
louder tone. There's going to be a lot of, because who's supposed to be there this Thursday?
I don't know. I'm thinking, hell, Mandy got her hair done today.
See, I watched the other night, so I heard she was supposed to be there. So
Amanda,
that by itself, it already got loud.
okay, so I can tell you, us three will be there.
We'll be there.
We'll probably have Mandy or Amanda, one of the two.
That's gonna be confusing.
And maybe Dale. Hawk is the ghost of the bunch. He gonna come on when we do the shoe edition.
Oh, shoe edition.
There's gonna be a shoe edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting the Bessies up.
Bro, like, I mean,
Man, you was a Twitter. Like, I don't know what it is. Where are you parked at?
He's parked in the hood.
in the
You in
hood,
the hood?
Oh yeah, we going back. We in the hood now.
You went back to the hood?
Yes, we did.
man, they was high siding over there, taking the front spots like some rude ass truck drivers that they are. So we're closer to the bathroom. The signal better back here and it's quiet.
I don't know if the signal better. You was twitching like some bitch right now.
It's that
It's
nicotine. We're taking two.
Nah, it's that Daryl vibe. It wasn't doing that till Daryl got in the truck.
He agitates me, so you know.
He's breaking up. Something's going on with your connection, dude. You keep breaking up.
All right,
This
hold on
people
real
do that a lot.
Yeah.
quick. Let me do something different.
Oh, that's different. Just went straight black.
While he's doing what he does.
All right. Well, he's doing that. We're gonna get into some of their. So, how long is TNT for flatbed usually? So we ended up answering that. How long is TNT number of weeks typically for reefer? Then, yeah, I mean, probably around the same. About 4.5 to 5 weeks.
All in all, it should take
It
6
could
to 8
be.
weeks.
No,
That's for
I
me.
would
That's the total though. Like that's including home time. You know what I mean? Like a shitty week or two.
I
Because
would
when you
say
go
6 to
home, it's already a matter. So I say 6 to 8 weeks, and that's including home time. It should take no more than 6 weeks to get the mileage in, but that's thinking that everything is going to go perfect too.
Right.
So it's six weeks times 5,000 miles is 30,000 miles.
Yeah, which we all know it never freaking happens. Nothing ever
And then
goes
if
freaking
you add
perfect.
the home time in and all that, you know what I mean? Like you start. That's why I always tell people 6 to 8 weeks, but it's not a straight through thing. At some point, you're going to go home.
Yeah.
And then again, 30,000 is just a starting point. It's not a guarantee. You know what I mean? Like, if you know your shit, then you're getting off at 30. You know what I mean? Like if there's a truck available, there are a lot of things involved.
True.
When it comes down to that.
A lot of moving components.
Yeah.
Very true.
One thing leads to another thing, leads to another thing. You still trying to mess up that thing? Like that's going to do something better.
It helps a little bit. So
What else we got?
Because the only reason I was doing this all because we're dealing with a light issue in this room because I left the other tripod with this dude. Which channel is going to be taking over for driver lineup? What?
What happened to him?
What happened to driver lineup? Is he gone?
That's our knowledgeable guy. What happened to lineup, bro?
Yeah, well, what, Timmy? You can't just put something out there and not.
How does Smoke now know?
I don't think he follows him.
Do you know who lineup is? Driver lineup?
No.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Nope.
I said,
I know y'all.
don't be hooking me up with a girl and telling me she's great person. She has a great personality. To talk about that's the dude from talking about the flatbed deal, with basically saying like, don't be blowing smoke up my ass.
What? I'm lost. I don't know what we're talking about.
That's the same dude. Jeffrey Huff is the same dude that asked the question earlier about how many number of weeks
Right.
typically, and he said, don't be hooking me up with a girl and telling me she has a great personality.
I'm not.
Well, I mean, He coming to doggone Burger King looking for a chicken sandwich.
That's the thing. But see, this is the thing I never understood when it came to that. Like on the flatbed side, we have way more to teach. So I feel like it should be structured differently than reefer, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like prime. The only thing that's restructured differently is tanker, and that's at a bare minimum of structured differently. You know what I mean? Like they feel like it's the same all the way across. They play the same rules all the way across the board. I think they should be different. You know what I mean? Like I truly don't think that that 30,000 miles should be obtained for us. Like they need to look at it. I've brought this up in the DAB that they need to reevaluate what they're doing on the flatbed side because we have way more to teach. Like all you guys got to teach is get out of truck, open, swing, hook, back. You know what I mean? Like we got, hey, you got to do this one here, this one. You know what I mean? Like we have so much more to teach. So I don't think it's right. I think it should be different. What is that, bro?
Rolling the dice.
Oh,
That's what I'm hoping that he was doing.
I feel like they should be different, but honestly, Jeff, like they look at it across the board equally.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that one is the same as the other.
What is the channel for those lives going to be on? Is it Unapologetic? It's going to be Unapologetic Instructors. So, AO, do me a favor. If you go on to your deal, you should be able to click the link and you can copy that and put it into the comments. That way these guys can go ahead and click that link and go ahead and subscribe to the Unapologetic Instructors.
Right. There's a lot of other, because you guys are doing a lot of other content on there. I say you guys, like we're not a part of this, but you're doing a lot of other content on there too. So there's a couple of videos in the works of different things. Like, and the other part is too, we got what? You got at least 2 people with shitty ass internationals, right?
Lego.
Oh, hell yeah. Legoland truck.
So so I'm imagining they're going to put out some good content on how to, you know what I mean? Like get to international to get your truck fixed, right? Like directions.
Yeah. I mean, like this past week we actually did meet the instructors. Hey, appreciate the subscribe. We this week we did meet the instructors, multiple instructors, different interviews, just talking, having fun, chatting it up. But now next week we're gonna do we're starting with our information. We're having I think Daryl did one for the cab filters for the Freightliner. I did one where basically you see the inside of a truck for the most part. Sean, they'll be different. The international guys.
I was talking with Sean about mine. I got mine. I'm gonna hook it up, man. I'm gonna send it to you.
You ain't got to, baby. Send me an email address. You logged in. Yeah, you got just as much access as me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's how this works, bro. Welcome to my world.
Eventually,
it's gonna be Burger King on Thursday. Just saying.
You can't deny it. You cannot say Burger King Thursdays and not have the Burger King.
You enticed me to this whole thing through Burger King. So if it's not there when I show up, I'm gonna be very upset.
How about I fire the grill, baby?
That's not Burger King.
No, that's Burgers by the King.
I thought
it's even better. Oh snap, dude!
We'll have a lot of different content coming out over the week. The good thing is with so many instructors making videos, there'll be different edits. So you got different people editing. You'll have so much information being put out. I mean, there's going to be a conversation with somebody that's on TNT. I can't say who. And we're going to sit down and we're going to actually hash this thing out because I'm tired as an instructor of getting beat up via social media. And I don't give a damn. Not an admin does anything about it on Facebook. So we're going to resolve that.
Now, are
it's
you
sure to be some nice.
You going to have a TNT on? Like you and a TNT guy? Or...
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Like that's going to be a positive notion for that channel or this channel or any channel is like being able to sit down and hash it out with, like I've been putting up on those Facebook things. Like we need to have a sit down and hash this out. But more importantly, bro.
And I mean,
no, this is important. Go ahead.
We could do a 3 and 3.
Yeah. 3 and
Yo,
6.
he looked froze as hell, but the smoke is moving, so you know he was. But you looked froze as hell, bro. Like,
hold on. You look at Terry be chaining those Newports.
you're doing it to make me mad. All right, now he's
frozen.
Yeah, I'm out here now.
Oh, now we're
But
on
no,
location.
I mean,
This is kind of like, it's like
Welcome to the hood.
it's like we're you in the hood?
I'm in the hood, baby.
Oh, in the hood. See that's our hood.
Hood
So hood.
Oh,
Chris so hood. I should have
But
been
no,
in the original version.
oh.
Basically, it's
No problem, Mr. O. Your knowledge is vast. Hold on. This peg leg freaking talking you up.
Whoa.
Says, no problem, Mr. O. Your knowledge is vast from watching you on lives with these two knuckleheads.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here, peg leg.
No,
I definitely appreciate that.
We're still trying to learn from the guy, okay? We can't figure it out.
If you had a dog crap to clean up, tell Justin you ordered pizza. He would come over thinking there was an actual pizza.
Oh, fuck. See, Tim knows. Tim knows. If I got there, I'd be super disappointed, but I'd still be there. So I guess it works.
Oh, Steve is in the house.
But you're not gonna get me twice. I promise you that.
Steve is in the house. What's going on, Steve?
What up, Steve-O?
He's out there. He's out there in
Nice.
PA this week.
Why he still got the Volvo up, bro?
Because I think he still he has the Volvo.
I thought he was getting out of the Volvo.
I think he was trying to, but I don't think he did.
Oh. What happened?
But yeah, that's gonna be so. Go over, like, comment, subscribe on these videos. We're trying to push that unapologetic instructors page. We want to get that out there. We want to get it out to as many people as what we can. Go over there, like their video, comment, subscribe. We're going to be on them as well. So you're going to see a lot of cohabitation and collaboration.
Yeah. First one, man. Don't forget next Friday.
Oh, you're right. Volvo is gone.
Boom!
Volvo's gone. Haven't changed the photo.
But don't forget next Friday, bro.
What's Friday?
The 5th. We supposed to do our thing.
What thing we? Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Don't look down. It's supposed to be an uppity thing, man. So we got to save that grilling for Friday.
Yeah.
Oh.
There'll definitely be some content coming out of that for sure.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what that 5th was. Yep. Anyway.
That'll be our thing. Man, I want to smoke.
Maybe if you blow the smoke enough into the microphone, he might be able to pick some of it up. Nope.
Oh, he still got mad respect for us. I was trying to read what that said. The mic's like in the middle of my face. Like I can't read nothing.
There. You always want to grab about where the damn mic's at.
Well, I'm still far away from it, so I still got to lean in to read it. Before I just had to, because I study for my eye exam.
God.
Studying don't work no more, though.
It don't, because they randomized it.
Bastard.
But yeah, so Chef from South Park left Colorado. They're calling him Chef. Don't worry, man. That's Isaac Hayes. You good? That's Shaft. You're good. Hey there, children. But all right. So what you got going on the rest of the day?
Man, I'm working on revamping certain parts of this page. My driver code was on top, and as you know, I don't really want my driver code on top. I made it where everybody gonna eat. Just a little content, trying to change up some things. Daryl's doing some editing right now, so
Daryl's
I'm pretty much about to play Pokemon the rest of the day.
Hey, you're breaking up again, dude. I think you walked away too far away from your truck.
Stay tuned for the Pokemon. I'm picking So stay tuned for the Pokemon edition.
But the Pokemons.
Hey, he's got to get the Pokemon.
I Pokemon, motherfucker.
Pikachu.
Well, hey, man, we're going to let you go. We're going to get on with the rest of this FUBAR. We'll be out there on the Thursday. So go out there, check out Unapologetic Instructors. Go out there, check out the content. There's some funny shit over there. And I'll tell you what, because the thing is, there was no editing when it came to the bloopers on some of this stuff. Like, we just let it roll.
Nah, just let it go, dog. Hey, appreciate y'all fellas having me on. Look forward to working with you guys a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with y'all boys.
Hell yeah. I'll talk to you later,
All
man.
right, yeah,
All right, bye. So that was the Jonesville Dirty, otherwise known as the Unapologetic One, aka Smoke. There's a lot of names.
Yo.
There's a lot of names.
Hashtag. He's got a lot of tic-tac-toe symbols.
He does.
In his thing.
He does. But
You can catch him on Unapologetically Almaro.
yep,
That's his
Unapologetically
Facebook.
Almaro is the Facebook page.
But keep in mind, I'm putting this out here right now. If you click, hey, I want to be your friend, just remember you clicked, I want to
be your friend.
Just remember that, because
Exactly.
there's no, you know what I mean? Like, that's why you gotta love the guy. Like this, you get what you get out of him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's not nice about things. He doesn't hold no punches. You know what I mean? Like, and it's vicious. It's vicious. It's a good follow, man. Like, for sure. Like,
Exactly.
I love seeing his posts.
Oh yeah, but this is some, like I said, this is some uncharted territory. This is some stuff that's going to be a blast to watch. Like, it is, like, just being on the other side of it, being like the behind the scenes. Some of these videos are flipping hilarious because it gets a whole demographic. You get there. It shows what trucking actually is. You know what I mean?
It shows more of the reason why I'm proud to be like involved with it is it's going to show people the group aspect of trucking. Right? Like, everybody has a channel, everybody's doing this. And the sad part is, man, a lot of people are doing these YouTubes, man, to try to generate this money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're here just to entertain you, have fun, hang out with some people. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff is supposed to be knowledgeable, trying to help you out with knowledge. Like,
Exactly.
me and you did this one and it just turned into consistently doing it. You know what I mean? Like, but we don't broadcast, like, no. I don't broadcast my driver code. I don't just, like, I'm not looking for your funds. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. You want to put it all in there or whatever. But like the group, there's never been a group of truckers where you get to see the atmosphere around, like, what a group.
And not one person is going to necessarily, all the person's driver codes, everybody's driver code, everybody's truck number is going to be on there. So the thing is, everybody is having equal spot at the table.
There's going to be a lot of disagreement at a loud tone.
Oh yeah, a lot of disagreement at a loud tone. Like, that was a very well way of putting it. Like, that is
because trying to have a conversation with him through the but man, like, you can't. There's a couple of us, man. You can't get in the same room. And
this is what the thing is. We're putting a lot of different people in these rooms, and it's turning out very, very well.
And that's the thing. Like, you don't get a group. You know what I mean? Like, nobody out here has a group. Like, they do an interview, but these are all, like, everybody in this channel really talk. You know what I mean? Like, and really hang out with each other, and you know what I mean? Like, so we're just taking the conversation we normally have out in front of Prime. You know what I mean? Like, and putting it out. This is what we really do. You know what I mean? Like, which is, and you know what I mean? I'm still reserving it for him. I'm sorry. I had a little thing I was gonna say, and I'm like, no, I gotta reserve it for my guy. Gotta reserve it for my guy.
But this is,
I'll tell you about it after when we close down.
Say, hold on. I said, don't worry. I'm gonna say, don't worry. All y'all are entertaining. That is the truth, and that's where
why I feel like he's gonna love this channel.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, Timmy Turbo's gonna love
Turbo's gonna love that channel.
He's gonna love this shit. So, like, this is I would say this is definitely uncharted territory. I'm very proud to be actually involved with this going forward. And like we said before,
one of 3 white people involved with it.
He said, hold on, maybe Longhorn. I still owe Justin.
oh no, bro, you got. You got. You ain't getting that back. You ain't getting that back. You got that. Where did we go? The Big Easy. You can't get me back on that.
But this is.
I probably really could have got that lady to give me my own ticket though.
Probably.
Because she was like, Like, you're not aggressive enough, bro. You won't
See?
pay for something, you gotta be aggressive. Or stealthy.
Bring
You know what I mean? Like,
Bring it to me.
mine was stealth. Like, I'm moving stealth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But
you can see that.
But as we're like, this is a educational, like we're going to be trying to do an educational platform. We're going to be trying to put out the videos that people want to see by the people that they want to see do these videos.
Well, I think more than that, man. I think it's videos from different instructors on different things that they feel is important.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, so like the individual videos that he was talking about, like those are going to range because again, people have the freedom to make the video that they want to make.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, and then they get to post it. Like, he's trying to get me to post that. Like, no, bro, that's still coming to you. But that's still coming to you, oh. You know what I mean? Like, but everybody else has the access to be able to put up the video that they want to put up. Like, nobody's given freedom to a channel like that, right? Like, for your channel, you're the person with the access in it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody else is getting that access.
Right.
When he's giving it to 8 other people. You know what I mean? Like, and so all of those people have, at any point in time, can make a video and put it up on what, and there's the diversity of people. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't feel like the intro video, the intro videos that we put together, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like that really expresses who those people are. Like, that's going to come, like, you got to, like, these lives are going to express who these people are, and then you're going to find, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to find out. And you know,
you have a lot of different personalities that are going to really start being brought through with a lot of these videos. And I think that, and you're getting a lot of people that hadn't done YouTubes or been on or behind a camera before. And this, obviously, there's an adjustment to this. I mean, when I first started out with this, it's weird to look into the camera. But
it's just talk to you, man.
Exactly. It's weird to
sit in a room by yourself.
Exactly. Sit in a room, but then, like, essentially you're not sitting in the room by yourself. You're sitting in a room with potentially hundreds of people that you are having to talk to.
But not just that, like, to be able to talk to a camera, you know what I mean? Like, with nothing else, like, you know what I mean? Like, not everybody is built for it, but you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of the opportunity that comes out of that is good.
Appreciate it, Timmy. He thinks it's a good idea because the people coming to Prime will understand what they're about.
No, bro, we are bringing the hashtag Hire Timmy to unapologetic instructors. Like, we bringing this everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, hashtag Hire Tim.
Oh, Timmy
Turbo. That's what, like, we's living that life. And I'm bringing it there.
Hashtag.
How have I not told Smoke about this yet?
Smoke, he's hearing it right now.
Smoke.
Hashtag Hire Timmy Turbo.
We starting the movement.
Big movement.
How did I, like, that is like the number one person I should have told.
Exactly. Hashtag Hire Timmy Turbo. He's been oppressed for too long. With
these recruiters.
Exactly.
And their favoritism.
Exactly.
And their hatred towards big people. And hire Timmy Turbo.
Hire Timmy Turbo.
The second. So, all right,
we got actual questions. So, standard transmission or automatic? Are you asking for our opinion or what Prime actually has?
I think he's asking for an opinion.
My opinion is
I've seen his name before, so I'm sure he knows we all have automatics. So I'm sure he's asking our opinion.
When I came to Prime, we had the manuals. We had manuals when I got here. I don't have a manual restriction.
Hey, so proud of you. That's right. I've been with you in a truck shifting. It was a bad experience.
Hey man, that was a Peterbilt. I'm just saying that was a little different way of shifting that motherfucker. But
excuses is all I'm here.
But when I came, I felt whenever I dealt with the manual, I got used to it and I liked it. Whenever I got out and went to an automatic, they both have their pluses and minuses.
Yeah.
I like the manual side of it because I felt like I was more in control. Like there's more power. Like I felt like as soon as I hit the accelerator, I got power. So the problem is that with the automatics is that when you press that accelerator, that engine has to think about which gear it wants to be in before you go. But the thing is, whenever you're in rush hour traffic or whenever you're in a city, type of limit type of deal, it's a lot easier on your knees. Like you're not having to.
That's not where I learned to like the automatic at all.
Where'd you
So like when I went to school, US Express was the only people with automatics. And a lot of people and again, these aren't automatics, they're automated. There's a difference between the
automated
two.
manual.
That's a totally different conversation.
The GPS guided automated manual transmission.
Yeah, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, so people are like, oh man, like traffic was the big thing. You know what I did, man, was I kept it in a lower gear and just crept.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't, this didn't happen for me. Like not that these people can see my leg, but my leg was not going in and out of the clutch all the time because I just kept it in a lower gear.
Right.
The place I really learned, like, so I was definitely an old dog, new trick, right? Like totally started off hating those things. And slowly but surely, you know what I mean? Like it started to creep on me. And I'm gonna have to say, like, the first time, like going out west with one is really where I started to fall in love. Not having a downshift going up that fucking hill.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the traffic thing is easy, bro. I just, you know what I mean? Like came off the clutch, second, third, fourth gear. You know what I mean? Like depending on how traffic was moving, kept a long distance, laughed at cats that jumped in front of me like they were getting somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, but like going uphill, you know what I mean? Like that's where I learned.
Catching it goes, those RPMs start going
right. Like I don't have to do this no more. Like I just leave that cruise control set, bro, and that thing just like I'm still just chilling.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So for me, like that's the thing I hate about it the most is backing up.
Yeah.
Like I felt I had way more control
when you're backing.
And I back totally different from a stick to a.
Oh, you should have seen me whenever I first got my automatic. I was stomping my left foot on where the invisible clutch was whenever I would go to try to stop. And there was like.
So were you a part of the whole have to go out with an automatic and come back and teach them how to shift? Were you a part of that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, dude, that was.
No, when I was instructing, yes.
Yeah, that was the worst. That was the
worst. Whenever they told us that we could start testing in automatics, we were like, oh, thank the good Lord above.
They gave me an automated truck early too. So instructors were supposed to be phased out last. You know what I mean? Like because they wanted us, because the whole purpose of it was there was not enough trucks in TNT.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like to satisfy the need. Like so we couldn't have you with the restriction of an automatic.
Right.
And bro, like they gave me a truck early because leasing got mad because they tried to give me a mid-roof and I won't train in one. So my fleet manager was like, no, we need a condo. You know what I mean? Like, so they're like, and they thought it was over something else that me and them were talking about. I'm like, that has nothing to do with it. They were mad and gave me a brand new truck, which I'm not mad at a brand new truck, but this sucks because it's an automatic. It's an automated truck. So I'm like, oh man. So dude, that was years for me. Like 2 years, like the whole time. Like from the beginning to the end of it, like as soon as they started bringing them in, like I got a brand new 17. Right. I mean, like in 17, I was not. I was not happy, bro.
I remember when I came back. When I came back, we had just started getting the new generation of the internationals. I thought they were kind of cool, especially with the interior and everything like that. Until I went over to them, and then they gave me one. They're like, their automated transmission was you had to press a button where it said park, neutral, or drive. Pressing a button, like that's just like buttons are gonna fail, and that's what I don't like. I like to have a little turning knob. Like I know turning knobs can fail just as much as a push button does, but that's better. But I prefer.
Was that by the seat too?
Yeah, it was.
That's the thing that would make me nervous. Like you're too far away from the dash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this wire goes where? Like how does it get? You're supposed to be on the dash, bitch. Like I need you on the dash.
But that was crazy. Going out an automatic and having to come back and train somebody how to shift in a manual enough to where they would actually be able to pass.
And Prime's unrealistic expectations of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, in 2 days, you better teach them how to. Like 2 days was what we spent before we left.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, see, that's what I started to do. This was obviously whenever I was going over the road with them. What I would do is the first couple of days, so that 4 hours to 4 or 5 hours of what they taught you, I would actually start them shifting over on the shifting range.
Right.
And then come back. We'd go get a load, go out with the automatic, come back, and then do a refresher with the manual, but not having to start from square one whenever they came back.
Well, see, I don't believe in a lot of that. You know what I mean? Like I tell people the worst thing you can do with your student, man, is work backing before you leave to go out on the road.
The only one I would suggest, and the only one I would disagree on
thing.
it, the only thing I would disagree on that is the straight run. I want to be able to get their straight line.
Yeah, like straight line, but like going through like offset, parallax.
No.
Let's make sure you can hit all these because they have a level of expectation at that point, right? So like they feel like they know how to do this. Now I would think it's the same with shifting. Like they have an idea. Like so when you come back just to give them the refresher, they don't remember that shit, and they think they know more shit than what they actually know. Right. So like they paid a lot of attention. So then like I feel it's counterproductive because then when they're not getting it because they're not remembering.
Right.
They're torn down like, oh man, like I had this before I left. And like their focus is on the wrong shit. Like, yeah, bro, had and have are two different statements, right? So let's just get back in the rhythm. Man, but I had this before we left. What's going on? Like, bro, you being stupid right now. That's what's going on. Like, this is ridiculous. What? Like, let's not have this conversation. Let's just recap what we forgot.
Hold on, we'll see.
It's not here for that.
Timmy would have said we'd have millions of followers. Like, yeah, with the hashtag Timmy hire Timmy. Say don't automatics have a better in the mountains in the wintertime? I preferred to have a manual when I was in the mountains in the wintertime.
But see, that's the thing. Like
until I trusted that
these automateds do have manual aspects to it. Prime has just cut it off.
True. I mean, I could still shift, but the
truck is always going to shift. You know what I mean? Like, but they have a button where, like, if you hold
switch
the button,
it to manual,
switch it to manual to leave you in a gear.
Right.
But Prime has disabled it.
So it is what it is.
I'm trying to get over the comment.
Oh. I found out today that there's a difference in automatic transmissions. Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, you still have your even fuller.
It still has a clutch in it, man. It's just the computer is doing the clutch.
Exactly.
That's like his little theory of the truck hesitates to go. It doesn't hesitate to go. And it's not like when you were in a stick, bro. Like you just hit the fuel and went. You still had to ease off the clutch. And that's what the truck is still doing.
Right.
It's just doing it at a worse pace than like you feel more in control of it when your foot comes off to go.
Right.
So like you have that counterintuitive because you're controlling the go factor. The truck is now controlling the go, like the clutch aspect of the go factor.
I miss my fidget spinner.
Yeah. My armrest, my fidget spinner. You know what I mean? Like
I miss that freaking low and high selector.
Bro, the redhead had to do that for 2 hours because she failed her driving test. And so I made her sit in the truck for 2 hours ago because she left the splitter up at the light on Mayfair. You know what I mean? Like, so she tried to go with like 3 times a night.
Oh God!
And it didn't work out. She ended up failing.
I trust manuals more in the mountains, but I love autos in the city. See, yeah, that's about right.
But bro, like stage 3 on the Jake, come on, man! Like that thing ain't.
Dude.
First of all, it ain't shifting up.
No.
And second of all, that thing is stronger than any manual I've ever driven.
I will say this: that even if the engine brake in the manuals like is nothing compared to what the engine brake is in these. Whenever I first tested the engine brake, they warned me not to put that sucker in third.
Bro.
And I was like, yeah, it's whatever. I put that sucker in third and I was bobtail. I almost went through the windshield.
Bro, I tell all my students, like stage 1 is like useless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like stage 2 is active and stage 3 is put you through the windshield.
Yeah.
Like that, you gonna slow down.
Oh yeah. And that thing is, and also with like the Peterbilts, because I played around with one of the Peterbilt ones, they have 1, 2, and 3, and then max.
Oh God!
So 1, 2, 3, and then they have it
Super Saiyan,
to where you hold it down and it goes like super max, like
Super Saiyan.
Oh, so it's like that means you might want to have that seatbelt on real tight.
You and Jake from State Farm will meet
each
other.
So I learned how to drive in a GMC pickup back in the early 80s. I had a 3 on the tree and went from second to reverse. Yeah. Oh, my dad wasn't happy. Oh, I got a story. I got a story about that one. So whenever I was growing up in California, I hung around with some stupid people, and I'm going to drop it. Peter, you that was a dumb move, and you know exactly what I'm talking about because I'm about to out you. We're in a Ford Windstar, and he was going down the highway at around 55 miles an hour, missed his exit, slammed that motherfucker up into reverse, and all you hear is and like
transmission was beyond you.
That transmission was not happy. from that point on, when that thing shifted, it's like, yeah, fuck you.
We used to get cats at the light with their stick, or in where you sitting at a red light and you just distract them and slip it into neutral, and then when the light turns green, they're just ring. Bro, that never gets old, ever. Because then it's a game, right? Like, can you sneak it past them? Because at some point, like, they catch on to you doing this nonsense. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
see, I would always have my hand.
Attention.
I always had my hand on the shifter.
Right, but that's the point of distraction.
Right.
You got to get people out of there.
So look at that. Like, look at what?
Yeah, we would have got you out of it. We would have got you out. Like, the hard one was the one on the dash. You know what I mean? Like, and I almost messed up, and I had to tell my boy because he had a truck, and I got him. He was looking out, right, and I had clicked it up, and then I'm like, oh shit, like, bro, like, hold on, because I had put it in reverse. Like, you know, all right, like, these are not as simple as this. You know what I mean? Like,
I do, and I will say this about the automatics. I do like the fact that they have that hill assist to where it holds you.
Bro, I've never been able to make that thing work.
Really?
No.
Yours is broke.
No, I'm broke. I'm not blaming my truck. Like, but that Mortal Kombat shit, turn it on, turn it off, up, down, left, right, like, don't know, man. So I just do it myself.
The hill assist, like, literally, what it'll do is it gives you enough time to transfer from the brake to the engine, from the brake to the accelerator, and it holds that way. Because the thing is, as we know, especially with the manuals, we always had that rollback. Like, you had the possibility of having that rollback if you didn't get off the clutch quick enough. But now, because you don't have that clutch, you have to have enough time to go from the brake over to the accelerator.
I thought we were talking about the downhill one.
No, I've done that one too. That one is pretty. When I learned about that, because I had an automatic for almost 2.5, 3 years before I learned that. And I was like, I knew that I could gel with the Jake brake, and I was like, okay. But then I saw this little thing come up on the dash one time because I put it back in cruise when I was going down the hill. I'm like, the hell is that? And then I realized that I'm like, oh, it's holding me right at the speed of what I asked for.
Right.
And I was like, it's automatically adding the Jake brake. And I was like, oh, they want me to be lackadaisical. I'm asleep going down this hill.
Like, that's the thing for me. I've never been able to make that work. I've been able to make the hill assist work. You know what I mean? Like, but I've never been able to make the downhill. A couple of people have told me, man, it's my impatience at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're impatient.
So, like, you're supposed to have it set before you hit the grade.
Right.
Nah, bro, I'm rolling that grade for as long as possible before I actually. You know what I mean? Like, I don't play that game. I got in trouble going down 17 for doing a little over the speed limit down 17.
That reminds me of us, man. And I'm gonna start doing this on my channel to where it's gonna be trucker stories, and we're gonna start seeing if we can't get some trucker stories. Bring me, Justin, bring some other people as well. But I got a trucker story for you. So this is more of an instructor story. So I have a new student, great dude. He was a little tweaky, but it was like, I kind of figured it's like, okay, what was going on? I was like, okay, we're good. We go out to California. Now, going into California, there's a couple decent little hills that you're gonna have to deal with. The one is gonna be it's going into Albuquerque. You're going up and you have to come back down. It's a very long, gradual.
40?
Yeah, on 40. So that one was fine. We didn't get up too high and we're good. We get over to just outside Flagstaff where you get up to a peak in I-40 and then you start coming down into the lower parts of the desert in Arizona. Well, we get up to that peak and we start heading down. And this one with the turns, you have a little bit tighter turns. And if you don't, you realize you're going to go whoo right over the side of that hill and you're going to go long way down. So we're going down and we're starting to pick up a little bit of speed. And I was like, hey man, might want to get on that, engine brake. He was like, yeah. And I'm like, he's lockstep. He's holding on that steering wheel. And I'm like, you good? He's like, no. Mind you, he's driving. And I'm like, and I can't, there's no way to pull off the side of the road. There's no median. So it's just like, oh, we're going to ride this motherfucker. So he's like this. I'm like, you okay? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, what's going on, man? What's going on? He was like, I think I'm having a panic attack. You think? Like, you want me to get a paper bag? Like, what's going on? He's like, can't feel my arms. So as we're going down, I'm like, just keep it straight. I'm having to damn near turn this truck and control the engine brake from the passenger seat because I can't get him out of that driver's seat until we get down to a spot where we can actually pull over. So I'm holding the wheel. I'm manipulating I'm like, can you feel your feet? He's like, I think I can feel my feet right now. I'm like, then you do exactly what I'm telling you, or if I'll pick that foot up and I'll use it myself. So we're coming down and we finally get down to, there's a little bit of a pull out. And I was like, okay, when I tell you, I want you to get on the brake, I'm going to get on the engine brake and we're going to slow this sucker down. We're going to swap out. He was like, okay. I put on full engine brake. We pull off the side of the road. We stop. And I was like, dude, what's going on? And he was like, I had a little bit of panic attack. A little bit. Like that's the worst time to have it. And he goes, he's like, yeah. I'm like, so what's going on? He's like, I've always had a fear of heights and anxiety. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, he saw how high we were.
Those two things mixed together.
And he's like, I'm like, okay. So I mean, but the thing was, you have it under control, right? And he's like, no. I had to get off my meds. Yeah, what now? I had to get off my meds to come out here and do the truck driving thing. How long have you been off your meds? About 3 weeks. Man, get the fuck. So not only was this guy going through withdrawals because he had been medicated for a long period of time. Like he had been very well medicated, but he was very.
What was he taking that he couldn't be a driver?
It was one that they was on the DOT list that said that because of drowsiness, they wouldn't allow him. But if it was in a different dose, he was allowed to do it. So they had just changed his dose and dropped him down from where he normally would take 2 pills a day. They took him down to where he only takes a quarter pill a day. And he was still in the process of withdrawing because he had been taking these pills for almost 15 years.
Right. Yeah, you don't. So
he was in the process of withdrawing, and I'm stuck with him on that truck going down a grade. And the first thing what I did was I got him out of the truck, and we got down to a place where we could stop. And that first thing was like, Hey, fleet manager, we coming back right now. Oh, no, he ain't driving no more. I don't care how long it takes till I get back. Oh, no, he just had a panic attack. Yeah, on I-40, just outside of Flagstaff. I almost died. Okay, I will see you in a couple of days. Click.
I still would have let him drive in portions.
No.
Just depending on where we were. Like, bro, 40 through, like, Amarillo?
I don't give a fuck.
Come on, man. Like, go, dude.
It's like,
you're going to take this easy shit.
But, man, that was a decent one. But that's one of the trucker stories. There's quite a few other ones. Some of them involve students. Some of them don't. But there's some stories that are coming down the pipe.
Oh shit! Can't wait. Story time with Sean. Oh
so shit, we're gonna die. That's exactly how I felt. Coming down that road, I'm like,
was that in an automated or a manual?
Automated.
Oh, well, at least you got lucky there. Could have been worse. Could have been in a manual.
No, it was automatic. Good man, if that was in a manual, and he couldn't grab that gear.
Mine was in a manual.
It's like, dude, and the thing was, especially being fully loaded, if it had been in a manual and I told him to get on the brakes, we wouldn't have been able to stop. And we wouldn't have been able to freaking even engage the engine brake because if he would have thrown it into neutral, because he would have probably not been able to catch the gear. Right. So we would have just been like pulling the old I-70 roller coaster.
I played that with Anthony.
And we've had some people that there was one time I was at a safety meeting, the guy stood up because they had brought him in and they basically kind of make an example of him. And so he had gotten pulled in because he had an overspeed. So Prime has a overspeed monitor that if you get over 80 miles an hour, it sends for over 80 miles an hour for a certain amount of time. It'll send a message to safety, and the safety then calls your fleet manager.
Oh no, that shit is instantaneous.
Instantaneous?
Oh yeah, that's it. Like once you break that, it's instantaneous. They get the message. It's not a matter of time. It's as soon as your speedometer goes past it, it clicks. You getting that little red thing up in the corner, they going. Might have been.
We gonna talk.
Might have been there.
So
might have lived that life.
what he did was there's another another pass that's that big dip before you go into Albuquerque, right there by the casino on I-40. Really
Albuquerque's
big,
a whole valley.
really big dip. So it's a really big dip before you go. There's a little bit of a hill, a real big hill. Then you go back up, and then you go right back down another hill, which goes into Albuquerque.
Oh yeah.
So what he did was there's a really big hill that was a really long, prolonged spin. He was going to see how fast he can get the truck to go. He got to 102 miles an hour, and when they brought him in, I got to respect him.
Oh, so
I got to respect him though, because he stood up in front of the whole safety meeting, and they asked him like, "So why are we bringing you in here?" It's like, "Well, because I had an overspeed." Well, why'd you have the overspeed? I wanted to see how fast the truck would go. So he stood up there and took it. He's just like, because they said that you weren't going to fire him because it was his first offense, but it was like this, like he's like, I just did it because I wanted to see how fast the truck would go. It's just like the guy had no shame in his game at all. But all right, well, let me see here. What mountain pass scares you guys the most?
None.
I think I don't really get scared with mountain passes anymore. Now,
I don't even know where.
I will not go on 70 whenever and during the winter, like when it's actually hard packed snow.
I'm not going to say I don't want to go because I don't want to change.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
this
just
isn't a matter
true.
of being fearful of it. I don't want to.
Now, I could imagine, like when I first
Put it on for 20 miles, take it off. 20 miles later, put it back on. Like this is a waste of my fucking time.
Whenever they did Cabbage, whenever they did Cabbage for the first time,
I don't even know where that is.
Oregon going into Washington.
Okay.
So in Oregon, like where there's that obviously a Dead Man's Pass, which is called Cabbage, which is a whole bunch of switchbacks going down, but you have to go at 45 miles an hour. We're talking deep, steep grades.
Right.
And you have to go at 45 miles an hour. Now, if you maintain that speed, you're good. The thing is, if you get over that speed, you ain't slowing back down. Like there's nothing of what you can do to try to get yourself to slow back down other than put yourself into the mountain. So I can understand being like a little bit fearful on that whenever you're coming down and it's snowing. Now, because the weird thing about Cabbage is it may be warm at the bottom, but as soon as you get up to the top, there might be snow.
Right.
And you're talking within
snow.
And you're talking within a very, very short period of time that you're going from down here all the way up here, and then vice versa when you come down.
Same with Donners.
Yeah, Donner. I like Donner though. Donner was beautiful.
I never understood why people were so. First of all, I believe I go up, I come down. Whatever the fuck you call it, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's Justin's theory on mountains.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, only reason I even know where Donners is because I saw a special on the History Channel of the Donner family. Never knew that. And then when they showed it on the TV, I'm like, holy shit, I've been there. You know, like, and that's the only reason I know where Donners is.
The Donner Party. Yep. They eat each other.
That's the only reason I know where that one is.
But
it's because of that.
But yeah, the Donner's Pass
Elevation
was beautiful.
is definitely not your friend in the winter.
First time I went on Donner's Pass, I went there up there in the winter, and up at the top, man, that thing had so it was beautiful snow. It was high. Like at the rest area that's at the top of Donner's Pass, like the snow was actually over the top of the building to where they actually tunneled into the snow so you can go into the rest area to use the restroom. So it's like you're walking into this giant circle igloo. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But it was beautiful. I loved it. I said, okay.
One of my students, we went up and went down talking all about how bad Donner was going to be. And I told him, like, so at the bottom of it, I'm like, so how was it? Like, we spent the whole time going up and over Donner talking about how bad Donner was going to be.
Right.
And when we got to the bottom of it, he was, you know, I mean, like, he started wondering when we were going to get to it.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I should get there soon. So when we got to the bottom of it over by Sacramento, I was like, so how was it?
He's like, what?
Like, bro, that was it. And he was like, oh. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's the
shit.
problem, man.
Exactly.
Like, people talk. Like, I feel like some truck drivers be talking about these mountains. You know what I mean? Like,
Justin
like
has to see himself. Like
I feel like people like I feel like I'm on cops now.
Justin has an issue. He wants to be able to see himself. He wants to be able to go like this.
No, I want people to be able to see me. Now I feel like Wilson.
So a word of advice: buy diapers. You will need them. It's like sing along.
Well, Tim, let me tell you.
It's like,
I feel like Wilson from what you call it. What was that show?
Oh, from Home Improvement.
Yeah, Home Improvement at Wilson.
Hey, howdy ho, neighbor.
Hey, howdy ho, neighbors.
It's as a company driver, you don't have the choice to go on your own direction, do you? Not okay. This is a very good question, Timmy. I'm happy that you actually asked that. When it comes to being a company driver, do they actually set routes for you? Yes, they have. You want to go on an optimized fuel route, but if you can give them a different route that you're telling them, hey, I'm trying to avoid this pass because there's snow up at the top of the pass, and in order to avoid that, I'd like to take this and go around here. If you go at them smartly and be like, hey, this is what I'm wanting to do, then they have no problem. Be like, yeah, man, go ahead. But if you're being dumb and you're like, hey, I don't want to go over I-70, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take I-25 south all the way down to Albuquerque and take 40. Then they're going to be a negative Ghost Rider. You're going to go up over 80 or you're going to go over 70.
Keep in mind as well, this isn't per every company.
No.
Prime is like one of the only companies I know that will let you go out of route to avoid weather.
True.
I did it once with Martin and they were not happy with me. But I was the only person, like 3 or 4 of us left the terminal.
Right.
Right. And we left the terminal in Ontario going to Cranberry Township. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like 3 or 4 of us left with the same load going up there. We all picked it up off the yard. And we're all supposed to be there. So we're all supposed to travel. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going that way. Like, there's supposed to be a badass storm. So I stayed down low, went up. I know I went out of route, caused some miles, but I was the only one that made it because they shut down 70.
Right.
Because they had us going up 25 and on to 70. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that.
There's really
stay down low.
There's no place to stop on 70 either. Once you go, you're basically you're putting it all in.
I beat them there by 2 days. And Martin yelled at me because I went out of route.
Right.
They're like, no. You need a ruler and go from point A to point B. And they had fuel suggestions, not fuel. So like you could fuel, unlike Prime, like as a company driver, I got to fuel wherever Prime tells me to. Mm-hmm. With them, they were like, yo, you can fuel wherever you want, but we recommend you fuel here. Right. Now, they didn't give, like Prime does a really good job, which is one of the things I was super impressed with, is that like with your fuel request, they gave you directions. Like, this is the way you should go. You know what I mean? Like, this is how many miles this is.
Right.
Like, they gave you the fuel stops that they recommended. Right. And you had to see where those were and draw your own line. And if you came off of their line, right, this is just a suggestion. But if you come off of our fucking line, we're going to be mad at you. And I'm like, yo, this is stupid. Worst place ever.
But that's always with Martin, not with Prime.
That's what I'm saying though. Like Prime is one of the minimal companies that I know of that will allow you to adjust your route to it, because getting freight to our customers is more important than the mileage that we spent to go get it. And as a company driver, they will adjust your route.
Yes.
Like, but you have to have the conversation. Like you can't just go. Do it. You have to have the conversation with your fleet manager. Like, hey man, I think I'm going to shoot down 40.
You'll get a message like, where are you going?
Because Prime is like one of the only companies like that. Like, if you have to go like 60 miles out of your way to go home to be able to do like a 10-hour break, be able to spend 10, 12 hours at the house, Prime is like one of the only companies that I know that isn't going to shoot that down.
They don't have a problem with
it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, yeah, go ahead. Like, they'll approve that, like, they're not going to pay you the extra 60 miles that you went out of route, but they're not going to say that you can't go. Like, hey, man, sounds great, man, take it to the house. Like, they're excited for you to be able to go home.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, so, like, Prime's main theory is, can you do this and still make your appointment time on time? Right. If that can happen, Prime generally doesn't care. As long as it's within reason.
Right. Exactly.
They're not going to let you go 1,200 miles up here to go to the house.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, to go back.
Prime,
that's not.
Prime also is another company that, and obviously, I'm not going to say they're the only company that does this, but what was the name of our old safety, was it Don Lacey? That was Don Lacey?
Don Lacey, the old safety director.
The old safety director, which actually was right before I came here, was whenever he actually ended up being gone, was Don Lacey had a saying that it was, there's no load that is so hot that it won't cool off in a ditch.
Absolutely. So
the thing is with Prime is that if you're the captain of your own ship, and they really preach that, even all the way up to the top, up to Robert Lowe, he says, hey, this is you are the captain of your ship. If you deem that it is unsafe for you to go forward, you stop, let them know, and then they adjust the appointment accordingly. But the problem is, that doesn't mean that, hey, the loads might be a little late. Hey, it's windy, it's going 12 miles an hour, I'm going to pull off over here. You guys might want to reschedule that. No. They're going to look at different things too. They're also going to look at, there's a lot of trucks up with Prime. They're going to see like, hey, are there trucks that are shuttered off around this area too because of.
They can see the advisories.
Exactly.
Like most of the states where you're going to get shut down because of wind. You know what I mean? Like have a national thing. And they get, but I mean, it's also like, look, man, like a kid from the South, 2 inches of snow to him.
Yeah, that's
you know
like,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, and again, it's not that we have a problem with it, but you do have to communicate to Prime. And again, like maybe you're afraid to go, but somebody else isn't. So like either we can reschedule your appointment time. Maybe we know there's a veteran driver that isn't, you know what I mean? Like we can swap that load out with you and have him get it to go. But like communication is the key to everything, man. Like communicating with your fleet. Sometimes, I promise you, sometimes it feels like they don't communicate with you at all. You know what I mean? Like, which is a true fact. But you know what I mean? Like communication with them about your intentions is always a positive notion.
It is, and that's
what. But that was why Don Lacey created that as well. Is that your fleet manager doesn't know what it looks like in Wyoming as he sits in Springfield, Missouri.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's 60 degrees and sunny here. You know what I mean? Like it's ice because like Wyoming gets that soft ice, like soft snow that blows real easy, goes across the road. You run it over, your tires are hot, it gets wet, but the ground is super cold, so it freezes. Yep. And it's miserable. It's not. Not for, sometimes it ain't for the faint of heart.
It's not fun. Like, there's been times I get going over I-80. Like I hate I-80 during the winter. I hate I-80 during the summer. It's like it's always windy going across 80, and it's like you better be loaded or you're going to end up being a kite.
And make the smart decisions. We've lost especially for you TNT cats. Like, do not be Superman, bro. Like, if you feel unsafe, and this is the thing too. Like, if even out of TNT in TNT, if you feel unsafe, you need to communicate that with somebody, with the fleet manager. If you're probably driving night, so it's probably going to be night dispatch, but you communicate it with them. Like, hey, man, this is awkward. I don't feel right. I feel, you know what I mean? Like, and everybody's going to be understanding. Your TNT guy might get mad. But I promise you, like, if you call your fleet manager and be like, hey, man, there's like 6 inches of snow. Everything seems to be slippery. Like, I'm not sure I should be heading out here. And this, man, I don't have that experience. He's like, look, man, I need you to go, blah, blah, blah. I promise you, man, just tell him, okay, sure, man, I'll do my best. Hang up that phone, call safety. I promise you they're going to have a problem with him telling you that.
Hang up the phone and just go ahead and send the Qualcomm message.
Right, send the Qualcomm message. But I promise you, if you call safety and tell them that this happened, they are going to be unhappy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they will call him immediately. Exactly. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly, because Prime's going to be like, why are we going to have to potentially end up paying hundreds of thousands of dollars on a claim because he's going into an unsafe situation?
It's not even just the claim, too. Like, don't get me wrong, that sucks. But in the same breath, we want to get our clients their freight.
And when our clients are freight, the thing is,
people trusted us to get their material from their location to the people who ordered it.
And our customers actually care about our safety. Yeah, they really do. The thing is, like, you can, like, a lot of times they end up contacting they'll contact the shipper or they'll contact the receiver, and they'll be like, hey, our driver says that it's really dangerous. They'll be like, okay, that's fine. We'll adjust the appointment. Let your driver know to be safe.
And it's unfortunate, man, that the roads have been flooded with a bunch of people that think they're super truckers. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and aren't, and end up flipped. So they've learned in the same breath, like, what we're good at is moving freight from one location to another location. So being able to actually get your freight is kind of important, especially this day and age. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard enough to get shit. So, like, losing it to a ditch isn't helpful.
I'll end it on one more trucker story going through I-80. So going through I-80, this is when I had a manual. So this is one of the first times that I went over I-80 whenever it was snowing. When I was in training, I didn't go through winter. Whenever I got done and got my own truck was the day before Thanksgiving. So we hadn't had really any snow. And we had stayed down south. We were going from California to Florida, Florida to Cali. Like, we ran that I-10 and I-40 like it was going out of style. And we go up there and I see snow. Like, we're getting, like, it's pretty decent snow. And I know snow. I have no problem with snow. But I get out there and I say, okay, we're driving. Now, that's why I really preach the CB, because the CB, we were able, like, we had a long line of trucks and we were basically able to communicate with each other. And what we were doing was basically like an Indian run, to where it would be like we'd be all stacked up and the person that's in the front would be constantly getting, like, trying to get some clean air, everything like that. But everyone behind them was getting iced up because of all of the spray that was coming up.
Right.
So that truck would, or the back of the truck that was all the way in the back would move all the way up to the front. We would slow up, and we were all communicating with each other. There's about 8 to 10 trucks that were doing this.
It's called convoy. That's illegal, son.
It was organized.
It was a convoy.
It was an organized.
It was a convoy.
It was an organized
Convoy.
Shut up. But so this is what we were doing. We were going about 25 to around 25. I think we maxed out at like 45 miles an hour. That's what we were going. Everybody was good with it. We had owner operators in it. We had company drivers that were in it. We had all different companies that were all working together with it, which I thought was really cool. Then we look in the mirror and we see this red shiny thing just coming up full bore. This guy had an old style Pete carrying a flatbed load going.
FPG, son.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not going to like the end of this.
No. So he comes blowing by us, and we're all getting told, like, hey, yes, heads up. He's blowing past. Because the thing is, whenever you're in snow like that, and that snow, it gets blown up by a vehicle that's going faster next to you, that blinds you for a second because you're trying to get your wipers to get the ice off, and it's a pain in the ass. So he blows past us. Now on our trucks, we had a little bit front radar that you could see how fast the vehicle in front of you was going, so you could adjust your speed. Well, it said he was in front of me, and it goes 85 miles an hour. Boom, 85 miles an hour. He's blowing. He goes on his horn, yells on us, "Fucking pussies," and just keeps going. Everybody in that,
son.
Everybody in that everybody in that organized safety
convoy,
where it said like we're gonna end up seeing that dude in a ditch. Like, look at that dumbass. And I shit you not, about 25 miles up, he is in the ditch, sideways.
Was the load still on the trailer?
I think it was covered in snow. I couldn't tell.
FPG if it was.
Like, it's like he went
still secured to the
and
trailer,
flipped it.
it's a win.
But we'll go and ask this answer that one last question. Now that is a flatbed deal, so go ahead and.
Well, before we answer that though, like that's to be honest with you though, like wintertime, like especially with bad roads, rules don't matter to me.
Right.
I mean, like I will hang out in that left lane all day, even though I'm reading sign after sign that tells me not to get. Like, bro, if you want to write me a ticket in these shitty ass conditions,
yeah,
feel free to do the paperwork. But
so
I'm doing everything that needs to be done in safety. How is the Texas Regional flatbed? I heard it's great. Like I hear lots of positive things out of it. The one thing I will tell you is I've had students that got on it that look at it in both lights. Like one went company, and he quickly came back in and went lease. Like 3 months after that, he went lease because he said the only thing that was keeping him afloat was tarps. So like from my understanding, like it's great. Like if you live in Texas, like man, they're home almost every weekend. You know what I mean? Like you're catching a load that's taking you through the house. You know what I mean? Like chilling at the house over the weekend, delivering it on Monday. You know what I mean? Like, or you know what I mean? Like taking some sort of fashion like that. And but there's not I mean, don't get me wrong, Texas is a big state, but you're making 300-400 mile hops. You know what I mean? Like, so as a company driver, like that's not really your revenue status. So, you know what I mean? Like you might start out to try to get the feel of it in company. You know what I mean? Like, but it's definitely at the end of the day, like Texas Regional is definitely a lease game. I think anything regional is going to be in a lease game, depending on how large the region is. And you know what I mean? Like I said, the biggest problem with flatbed for a lot of things, like in the TNT aspect to all that, is our time frame. You know what I mean? Like we don't deliver at 2:00 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like where Reefer does. So you know what I mean? Like, but Texas Regional is definitely, you know what I mean? Like good people running it. You know what I mean? Like it's good to be on. But I like from my understanding, lease is the place to go.
So we'll do this one last comments. I grew up in Colorado Mountain Passes. Cabbage was my first pass in the winter in a truck. I did it at night to boot.
Oh,
yeah.
Worst time to drive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nighttime.
At nighttime, and it's dropped down below freezing, and it's that is not fun. But
one more.
That's ours. That was the last one.
Oh, you clicked.
I already clicked that one. Yeah.
Oh man, you skipped over pegs.
My bad. Because it was a Texas freaking. He's been asking actually the stuff like it's like he really wants to know.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it's what we're here for, I guess.
We're gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. And it's been a pleasure. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Go.
Holy hell! Y'all got him to stay 30 minutes late.
Go.
Good job, folk.
Go live. Go like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for Unapologetic Instructors, guys. Go check that out. We're going to have some good content that's coming out on that.
And Primetime Fits.
And Primetime Fits, we're going to be having a video that's going to be dropping probably tomorrow for those potential instructors or trainers that are wanting to get into the game. But until then, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So it's going to be Primetime Fits and Justin. We are out. Drive safe, guys.